We are just getting word. We just read a rather lengthy announcement from Donald Trump now saying that he is not going to be running for president. He'd been flirting with the idea and certainly with the media for quite some time, at least quite vigorously over the last couple of weeks about the potential for doing so. But he's releasing a statement saying that he's decided not to pursue this, that his ultimate interest is in business, his greatest passion, and he says he's not ready to leave the private sector. I want to bring in Gloria Borger. Gloria, what do you make of this?
Well, in talking to some Republicans, I think it really isn't totally unexpected. There was a whole school of thought here that Donald Trump was doing this to raise his already high profile, to raise ratings for his television show, Celebrity Apprentice on NBC. We know that they've just renewed that show, and that there were some who were also quite skeptical, Suzanne, that when it came time to providing his financial records, releasing all of those, as you have to do when you run for president, that would be problematic for him because, as you know as well as I, there's an awful lot of scrutiny that goes on when those financial forms are released. So, in effect, some Republicans say, you know, this was all about raising Donald Trump's profile. This really wasn't about the Republican Party's profile.
Gloria, I'm curious because, you know, I had a chance to interview with Trump and we went back and forth over the whole birther issue, the controversy there. And he had said, well, he'll release his financial records when the president releases the long-form birth certificate. So it kind of trumped him on that one, if you will. But how do you think he changed the debate? Did he change the debate at all among the Republican Party or even in the main discussion about moving forward for 2012?
Well, you know, I think he did change the debate, and that was kind of the worry within the Republican Party, was the debate seemed to turn to the issues that were diversionary, if you will, and out of the mainstream, the question of the president's birth certificate. And talking to Republicans from other campaigns and Republicans in Congress, the worry was that he was making the Republican Party look out of the mainstream. What he was trying to do was show that he had a ready-made base. And he did have a ready-made base of support. The minute you raise that birth certificate issue, there are plenty of people out there who are willing to believe that the president wasn't born in the United States, even when presented with the proof. But the worry among Republicans is, look, he was diverting us from the issues we need to be talking about, which is jobs, the economy, gas prices. You know, those are all good issues for Republicans. And so they were worried that he had essentially hijacked the conversation away from a more legitimate conversation that could actually help them win the election.
Gloria, do you think there was any concern among Republicans that Trump might actually do well? And if he did well, that would be a big problem for them?
Sure. I mean, I think there was a concern. Look, he's a dynamic guy. He's a well-known guy. He was doing well in our polls, which are largely about name identification at this point. So he did have a ready-made base of support. And there is always a worry that he's going to take, you know, in a pretty large field, that he's going to take away support from some candidates who obviously would want it, from the Tea Party, for example. But I think in the end, people I spoke with always believed that while Donald Trump dipped his toe in the water here, that he would find out that the scrutiny was not the kind of scrutiny that he would really want or enjoy.
We noticed, too, that the White House Correspondents' Dinner, he certainly got a lot of scrutiny from the president as well as the main headline comedian there. Gloria, we're going to have more.
But he was not smiling. He was not smiling.
Did not smile about that. He was not happy about that criticism. We're going to have more on this story, as well as the IMF chief who is facing allegations of sexual assault in his trial. What's happening next? That after this quick break.